Back in 2020, I did a YouTube video all about the ABLE account and how it can offer more financial independence for people who rely on means-tested government benefits like SSI and Medicaid. We talked about how to open an ABLE account, how to pair it with a special needs trust, and what it can and cannot pay for. And I decided that since August is Able to Save month, we should go ahead and do a refresher course on all things ABLE. Hi. My name is Elizabeth Larson of Special Needs Advanced Planning, and for all the information on special needs planning, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on that notification bell to make sure that you're alerted every time that I post new videos. Okay, so just as a quick refresher of what an ABLE account is, an ABLE account is a tax-exempt account that a person with disabilities can use for qualified disability expenses, also known as QDEs. And any money inside of the ABLE account is not counted towards the resource test when determining somebody's eligibility for SSI or Medicaid, any means-tested government benefit. Now, the ABLE Act, which brought these accounts into existence, was originated by a group of parents who recognized that it was unfair that they could not save for their child with disabilities without harming their eligibility for those important government benefits that they may need. While the ABLE account is designed to provide a saving vehicle for a person with disabilities, it's important to know that not everybody with a disability will be able to actually open one. One of the main qualifiers for opening an ABLE account is that the onset of the disability has to have happened before the person's 26th birthday. The ABLE account can be opened after their 26th birthday, but the onset of the disability has to have started before then. Now, if a person meets that age criteria and they are already receiving SSI or SSDI, they're going to automatically be eligible to go ahead and open up one of these ABLE accounts. But if they meet the age criteria but do not already receive SSI or SSDI, they may need to get a letter of certification from a doctor stating that they do qualify under the Social Security's functional limitations guideline. As we know, a person who relies on SSI and Medicaid is not allowed to have more than $2,000 worth of resources each month without harming their eligibility for those benefits. But the ABLE account has changed that. Now a person can have up to $100,000 inside of their ABLE account and not have that count against their resource test limit. But once $100,000 is exceeded inside of the account, SSI will be suspended until it is no longer over that $100,000 limit. In my previous video about ABLE accounts, I talked about how the maximum that can be put into an ABLE account per year is $15,000. And actually in 2022, that limit was up to $16,000. And additionally, if the person that is the account owner, the person with the disability, if they are working and they're not contributing to a retirement plan, such as a 401k, a 403b, they can actually contribute up to their gross income that year, up to $12,880. So this means that a person an ABLE account owner who is working can actually save up to $28,880 per year, and on top of that get the saver's credit of $2,000 on their income taxes because they are saving their money inside of this ABLE account. It is important to remember that saving money in your ABLE account does not change the way that earned income is counted in the test for your eligibility for public benefits. It is not a way to hide your earned income. It is a way to save your money without harming your eligibility for those benefits. So there are quite a few ways that you can contribute to an ABLE account, and we can't go through all of them today, but we'll go through a few of them. Now, one of the most basic ways is for a parent, a sibling, a grandparent, a friend to deposit money into the account owner's ABLE account. Another way is for the account owner, the person that actually can use this ABLE account, to direct deposit their earned income into their ABLE account, taking advantage of the Able to Save additional savings. So another option is to roll a 529 college savings plan into the ABLE account. Sometimes when a baby is born, grandparents or the parents, they open up a 529 plan immediately to eventually pay for their child's higher education, maybe their college expenses. But later on down the line, they determined that maybe an ABLE account would be a better option for their child or their grandchild. So what you can do is you can actually take the 529 plan, roll it into an ABLE account for the beneficiary to use, and you can roll over $16,000 per year in 2022 right now. The amount might change in future years, but as of now, you can roll $16,000 per year into the ABLE account. So we talked about this in the last video, but another way of funding an ABLE account is through the Special Needs Trust. The Special Needs Trust can actually funnel money into the ABLE account, as long as there is verbiage inside of the Special Needs Trust that allows for that. One of the great reasons behind this is that if the bulk of the money stays inside of the third-party Special Needs Trust, then the Medicaid payback won't be able to take quite as much out of the ABLE account at the beneficiary's death. Also, it does protect most of the assets if the person who owns the ABLE account is susceptible to being taken advantage of. Many account holders use multiple different funding strategies to put money inside of their special needs or inside of their ABLE account. But it's important to just remember to weigh the pros and cons, determine what the needs and the goals are, and then make sure that you don't go over those contribution limits, whether it be the $16,000 per year or $28,880 if the person is working. Now, distributions from an ABLE account are to be used for qualified disability expenses only. Qualified disability expenses are things that will maintain or improve the account holder's health, independence, or quality of life. Now, the IRS has made the term loose purposefully. They want it to be able to be used for basic living expenses for the beneficiary, the account holder, but it really is important to exercise good judgment when you are making those distributions from the ABLE account. One of the best practices you can do is keep really good records of all distributions that are made out of the ABLE account. That way, if ever audited, you can give really specific examples of how this did improve their health, independence, or quality of life. Also, prior to spending any money out of the ABLE account, it's worth looking into no-cost options like SNAP for food or free transportation services. Now, if for some reason the IRS comes back and they determine that funds were used out of the ABLE account for non-qualifying disability expenses, what will happen is the earnings on the money that was used in that distribution will be made taxable on the account owner's income taxes that year. But SSI has been really clear that no distributions, whether they're qualified or non-qualified, outside of when it comes out of the ABLE account, will be counted as an income source for the beneficiary. So you don't have to worry about that counting against their income limits. But say that you distributed some money to pay for housing expenses of some sort, and it's sitting in a bank account. You take it out of the account, the ABLE account, put it into a bank account to wait for whatever the housing expense is going to be. The money sitting inside of that bank account will be counted as a resource each month that it is kept inside of that bank account. So it is important that when you have an expense, use the money right away and don't just have it sitting in a normal bank account that will be counted towards the resource limit. A way that this can be avoided is by utilizing the debit card that many ABLE accounts actually offer in their programs. So it's a debit card that goes directly from the ABLE account so that there is never any money sitting in a bank account outside of that ABLE account. I hope that you found this to be helpful. And while yes, there are some general basics when it comes to special needs planning, it is so important that you speak to a person who specializes in special needs planning for your individualized approach. Now, if you liked this information, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be alerted every time that I post new videos, and please share it with a friend. Now, if you're watching this and you are ready to get started getting the consulting and the support that you need, this is for you. If you are ready to get a sound plan that will take you from now until forever, this is for you, because my clients are with me for a lifetime. This is a partnership that's going to take constant development. Now, if you're looking for some free content, free information, then that's exactly what this YouTube channel is for. And please share it with your friends so that they can get the information that they may need. But if you're ready to get going, go ahead and click on that link below to schedule a strategy call with me so we can start coordinating your overall financial plan with your special needs plan. Because remember, planning for today makes for a confident tomorrow.